We know what Spurs are. Grant's going to talk a little more about them later. So I don't want to dive into it too deep, but they're fucking boring. Like, they're super boring to watch.
Is it at Old Trafford?
I actually don't know.
How dare you not know? It's pretty important information, Dylan.
Oh, it's at 4:30.
We got an extra hour. You'll be all right.
I'm already going to be adjusted by that point.
Nope. Don't adjust.
Why can't I see where this game is at?
It's at Tottenham.
Yeah, there you go. So it's again, United haven't been good on the road. No team has, but Spurs have been awful at home. So it's just a matchup perfect nightmare. Like, United make a lot of teams look good offensively. Spurs look awful offensively. And United are bad away from home, and Spurs are bad at home. So it's a weird. Oh, and it's also the Amorim Frank stuff. Obviously, they beat us in the Europa League, so United should come out with some aggression, some anger.
It should be a comical fixture. That's what this should be.
Yeah, I the post game
with Spence
scenes, yeah. I think indicate where that locker room is going. Maybe an overreaction from their players, but
yeah.
It's interesting to see the players act like that before the fans do. I feel like I'd expect it from the fans first.
The fans seem pretty short-tempered as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think the players are more in telling what's going on behind closed doors. And going into a fixture like this at home again with that pressure, and it's clearly crumbling. I don't see United having a problem in this game, but you never know.
Yeah, it might be, and I hate saying this because I was pretty high on him, but it very well could be similar to a Potter situation where it's a really smart coach who's very adaptable, able to bring through a lot of players and prop them up for a big team to pluck them off. But when it comes to personality, that's a whole other thing that you have to handle. And as we all know, as soon as you hit one bad patch, the spotlights turn incredibly bright. There's tons of media pressure. You'll be getting hounded for interviews if you manage certain clubs. Like, it's a madness. So it very well could end up being something like that. I think with Tottenham, I was just thinking about it today, and the same concerns I had at the beginning where I really like a lot of their players. I don't know where they're going to play them. I feel like that's what's happening because Kudus, he was lively to start the season, but now he's just incredibly isolated on the wing. You double team and there's nothing he can do. Up top, you have Richarlison, Tell, Kolo Muani, all nothing options to me. Brennan Johnson, Odebear. Again, I'm sure I'm missing some guys, but they're really missing X factor. Xavi Simons has not lived up to expectations, so Frank has gone to a really resolute defense and an incredibly negative double pivot. You have Polina with, again, we know exactly what he is, a destroyer, and Bentancur, who doesn't progress the ball either. It's starting to look a bit messy because, again, we thought of him as this very adaptable manager, and he's gotten what seems to be comfortable with just this very negative double pivot and just sit back.
I just don't think he has options. Like, the fact that he didn't start their marquee signing, and then their marquee signing came on and looked as poor as he did. Him and Wirtz are having the same level of, like, they just can't meet the physicality of the league. They're they look slow.
Dude, Reece James threw him off the ball like 3 different times.
Yeah, he looked awful.
Threw him off the ball,
and then he hooked him. I think he's just
German league.
But like, there's German guys, like German league guys that have looked decent. Like Sesko's looked decent.
All the city recruits.
Oh, I guess.
Right, they've looked. Even Gittins has shown flashes. Those two have not shown anything. And Simmons, in particular,
he's reeking of João Felix, where it's just the aesthetic, where it's like, oh, it looks nice, but as soon as there's sort of pressure on him, he's getting whacked off the ball. Like, he's got nothing there.
His partners in crime are also Kudus and fucking Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani wanted to be at Juventus, and Kudus is exactly the player that we've talked about. dribbles a lot. Him and Garnacho are so similar. Just run around, do a bunch
Oh,
of.
I cannot believe I'm about to defend a Tottenham player over a Chelsea player. But my
Dude,
thought was
they
Kudus.
run in
I
straight
think he
lines.
correct, and that's him playing out wide. I think he's better playing inside, but either way, we haven't seen that, and he's not a creator that a Kulusevski or a Madison would be in a 10. He's more of the half space, carrying the ball, chaos. Like he's not a creative player to that point. I do think he's being isolated out there, and it's really easy to just lock him up. I think Cucurella also did a really good job of that on the weekend, but yeah, he has not lived up to it either, bar some flashes. I'll give you that.
We'll now jump over to Chelsea, and we can talk about it more, but they're just B-Tech Arsenal to me. They do everything so similar to Arsenal in the sense of they want to be sound defensively, negative. And they will only score off set pieces. They have no other way of scoring that way.
Yes.
But it's to a worse degree. So let's jump over to Chelsea.
Do we need to do the prediction? Do we need to do the prediction for this
let's do a prediction.
Yeah.
We can't keep clean sheets, so I can't.
No. This game's going to be a disaster. 3-2 Tottenham. I've picked United to lose like every single time, and I'm not going to not pick them to lose, and then they actually lose. I'm in too deep, but yeah, we'll go 3-2 Tottenham.
Mila.
I'm predicting the United clean sheet.
There are you.
And utter Tottenham destruction. Not destruction, but crumbling. 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-1. But I don't think it. I'm hoping it's not close. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 2-1.
We had a 1-0 that wasn't close.
Yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting.